Hello and welcome to another review on the Shelf. Today we'll be reviewing Spinosaurus from Sideshow's Dinosauria range. A lot of the Dinosauria ranges on YouTube get reviewed by dedicated dinosaur collectors, so they don't really get a great comparison with these high quality collectibles, so they usually get compared with much lower end and cheaper dinosaur based collectibles, and because of that you don't really get a good understanding on the level of quality or detail that the piece is really providing comparative to other statues that Sideshow make in their premium format range or legendary scale or alike. So without further ado, let's get into the review. So the Spinosaurus, it's arguable whether this is a correct interpretation of Spinosaurus. There's very little known about this dinosaur. It's potential that he actually walks more on four legs than what this depicts, and also that he's a bit smaller. It's depending what findings you want to go off. In some cases he's classed as being bigger than T-Rex, and in other cases he's classed as being smaller. He is predominantly a marshland, water-based dinosaur. Does all his hunting in the water. You see on the base here that they've made a base that has looks like the side of a riverbank where there's fern plants that have been sort of imprinted or semi-sunken into the wetland soil, and smaller dinosaur footprints as well as his footprint. It's quite nicely done in the base. We've got rock features up front and on the side. If you hold the statue under a really white light, really bright white light, you get a lot of different tones coming through the skin, a lot of the different greens and so forth, and you really see how many layers of paint really put on these pieces. And they look really good. So if we start from the head, we have an open mouth with individually detailed teeth. It's very much got a snout like a crocodile, being that it's water-based dinosaur, or does its hunting in the water to feed. It's a very nice piece. Very beady, small eye, which would also go towards a water-based dinosaur. It is a very big piece. As you see, this tail extends a long way. You can usually fit two premium formats side by side that are relatively wide with a fair amount of space in between them. Could probably fit three in a row if I really wanted to, but in this case he pretty much takes up the whole length of the cabinet. Which is quite typical for the Dinosauria range. Is they're generally not that tall, but they're long and sometimes wide as well, and can be quite difficult to display because of these dimensions, or they can take up 2 to 3 spaces in doing so. So there's great detail in this piece. You've got, down to his back claw. There, spots on the skin. There's really not a better interpretation of this dinosaur in a statue that I'm aware of. And yeah, it's a piece I've had for maybe 8 months. Yeah, one of my favourite. Yeah, it's there's no real flaws to the piece at all. I mean, you could pick on this claw at the back, that there's a bit of polystone that right at the end of the claw that's joining to the back foot itself. So a little bit sloppy, but yeah, it's really unnoticeable. So it's a really solid piece. But yeah, it's a really impressive piece, and anybody that's interested in dinosaurs, this is definitely a piece to get, even how well the slate is done underneath the bedrock of the creek or stream that he's running next to. Really nice touch. How you got the slate underneath, then the bedrock, and then a muddy sort of surface. Really stand out display. Yeah, so thank you for tuning in, and yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks very much.